Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to respond to the question posed by the honourable member before this August House this morning. Mr. Speaker, sir, as we are all aware, accidental fires can have devastating consequences for homeowners, leaving them without a place to call home and struggling with the financial burden of rebuilding. I believe that it is the responsibility of any government to assist homeowners in such difficult times. Mr. Speaker, sir, in 2015, a program was established to provide housing grant assistance on a first-come, first-served basis for low to middle-income earners or families to rebuild their homes destroyed by accidental fires. Mr. Speaker, sir, under this assistance, households with an annual income of $50,000 or below can access the payable grant of $5,000 per applicant. The program initially assisted affected families in urban areas until 2020-2021 financial year, when it was extended to rural and maritime areas. Since the inception of the program, a total of 260 families have been assisted at a total payment of $1.3 million. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, there was a need to further extend this assistance as families who had their homes destroyed by accidental fires were declined because they had agricultural lease titles. The criteria then was for residential lease title holders only. Additionally, following cabinet decision in 2020, the housing assistance for fire victims was extended to rural and maritime areas, but only for households from within registered village boundaries. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's very pleasing to note that just recently, in July 2023, there was a fire that happened in one of the villages in Nandoria, one of the villages in Reo, Nandoria, in the district of Nriketi, where 5 houses were accidentally destroyed. And with this assistance, the ministry is able to assist the families that have been destroyed, whose homes have been destroyed by fire. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, sir, there are also households that belong to landowner units registered in the Voli Kambola or VKB and residing on their respective Matangali land that are not within the village boundaries. These households or families were not considered eligible for assistance due to the current eligibility criteria for rural and maritime areas. Hence, the need to extend the assistance to include them. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, a review was undertaken on the existing policy and assistance have been extended to applicants with agricultural lease titles and household residing on their Matangali land. Mr. Speaker, sir, the grant assistance will continue to be on a first-come, first-served basis. The further extension of this assistance is within the ministry's intended number to be assisted in the financial year with a total allocated budget of $150,000. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.